Of modern India, the apex court of the world's largest democracy, the Supreme Court of India. And it has shaped the nation and the lives of its people. From this majestic building for over 6 decades, since its inauguration on the 4th of August, 1958. The institution of the Supreme Court, of course, came into being much earlier, 2 days after India became a republic, on the 28th of January 1950, and its inauguration took place in the Chamber of Princes in the Parliament building. Its precursor, the Federal Court of India, established in 1937, also operated from the same building. Indo-European in its architectural execution, the most spectacular design aspect of the imposing Supreme Court building, which is built on a triangular plot of 17 acres, is its resemblance to the shape of a balance, with a beam and 2 hanging bands of a balance. And this is deeply rooted in the ancient Indian conception of justice. The Chief Justice's court is housed in the central beam, with 2 court halls on either side. The east wing of the structure houses the bar room, offices of the Attorney General, other law officers, and the library of the court. The west wing consists of the offices of the court. Adding to the architectural splendor of the Supreme Court building is its wide and high-roofed colonnaded corridors with stately columns like in Grecian architecture. There is an awe-inspiring stately grandeur inside the Supreme Court building that leaves you in quiet admiration. The grand courtrooms gleaming with varnished woodwork. The colonnaded multi-level library is a sight in itself, housing 300,000 books and journals. And as you move along, there are other aesthetically stirring architectural embellishments that catch your eye. This emblem, for instance, embedded into the wall above the entrance to the Chief Justice's court, on which is inscribed Yatho Dharmastatho Jaya, meaning where there is dharma, there is victory. In the Judges Gallery, you cannot but stop to marvel at the beautiful mural of porcelain with the Goddess of Justice and Mahatma Gandhi on each side and the Wheel of Dharma in between. Noticeably, the Goddess of Justice, unlike in Western emblems, is not blindfolded, holding a balance with scales in one hand and a book in the other. Outside, in the lawns, there is this stunningly beautiful piece of sculpture, the Mother and Child sculpture. 210 centimeters in height, the statue portrays Mother India sheltering the young Republic of India, the child who is upholding the laws of the land, shown in the form of an open book. And of course, one cannot miss the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi's statue, facing the main entrance of the Chief Justice's court. A tour of the Supreme Court cannot be complete without stopping at the Supreme Court Museum. The single-pillared round building has 2 galleries of 5,000 square feet each on each floor. Not all of the structure that you see today existed at the time of the building's inauguration in 1958. Originally, at the time of its inauguration, this is what the structure was like. Then in 1979, 2 new extensions to the east and west wings were added to the complex. Then in 1994, a second extension of the building was undertaken, connecting the east and west wing extensions. Finally, a new extension block was built and inaugurated on the 4th of extensions were also built over the years outside the main complex to make room for lawyers' chambers, etc. Even then, the need for a lot more space in the future was evident to cope with the ever-growing tens of thousands of cases the court had to take up, the consequent litigations, and the need to reduce pendencies. And thus a decision was taken to build a new additional office complex. A plot measuring 12.19 acres was acquired for this purpose at Pragati Maidan, and construction started in 2013. One look at it, and what strikes you is that despite being a recent and modern construction, it has strong architectural and design similarities with the existing Supreme Court, which was built more than 60 years ago. It is evident in the curvature of the building, in the European-style pillars that rise from the ground level, in the color scheme and the sandstone external cladding, in the way the windows are designed and look in every way a modern-day manifestation of the existing and original building. But that is where the similarities end. Massive that it is, with a total built-up area of 180,700 square meters, this new complex, built by the CPWD, is replete with every technology-empowered feature that one can think of, and is truly an exemplary showcase of avant-garde building technology. First things first, the new Supreme Court Office complex sets new standards in energy-efficient and environment-friendly building design and construction. Its large-span windows and ventilators ensure optimum availability of sunlight in the workspace inside, resulting in reduction of indoor light consumption. The new building's rooftop solar power grid-connected system is the maximum solar power capacity any building in Delhi NCR has till date. 1400 kilowatt power to be precise, and capable of managing 40% of the peak consumption. Add to that energy-efficient LED lighting with occupancy sensors to switch off the light when there are no occupants in the area. All outdoor lighting is provided with timer and energy-efficient electrical fittings. The sewage treatment plant is provided for wastewater reuse with zero discharge in the municipal line. And it doesn't stop there. There are energy-efficient chilling machines with variable frequency drive motors for use in the air conditioning system. Double-glazed windows and thermal insulating layer on the roof and the walls contributes to lower energy consumption by lowering the load on the air conditioning. Add to that a state-of-the-art rainwater harvesting system to store 1 lakh liters of water. In keeping with the nation's aspiration of a digital India, the new complex will also be equipped with a state-of-the-art data center for storage and retrieval of documents. And its IT-enabled security framework, spanning 825 CCTV cameras, will also be state-of-the-art. The complex also has a multi-purpose hall and a plush, well-equipped auditorium. The latest and innovative design concepts and technology have been used to make one of the most ecologically clean buildings ever made. The building has consumed about 20 lakh blocks made out of construction and demolition waste. No clay bricks have been used at the site, and the design innovations led to 1,000 metric tons of less steel consumption than would have been otherwise possible. Designed as a round-faced building with a spacious green forecourt, the new complex consists of 6 blocks in all, A, B, C, D, E and F, while block A and C are G+5, B, D and E are G+8, and F block is G+3. 3-level basements are another unique feature of the complex, covering 91,500 square meters. The parking space available in the basement is for a staggering 1,800 cars, Basement 1 and Basement 2 of Block A, comprising about 5,000 square meter of area, is provided with metallic storages in the shape of compactors so as to provide ample storage for documents of the Supreme Court. What makes this additional complex a really integrated part of the existing Supreme Court complex, despite being separated by the Mathura Road, is that the basements are connected to the old Supreme Court campus by 3 underground all-weather passages. With metro connectivity, the locational advantage of the new complex is further strengthened, making it easily accessible and litigant-friendly. The new additional office complex of the Supreme Court is as much a testimony to the changing times as it is to the growing needs of the nation and its apex court. An architectural marvel in its own right, it also speaks of an India where what is modern and futuristic can seamlessly blend with its glorious past, its heritage, history, and legacy. The original Supreme Court building is a paean to our emergence as an independent nation, a new republic, and a democracy, even as this new complex is an ode to a new India that has arrived, is modern, robust, and surging ahead.